Hello, hello.
Ella. Um, it's been a hot minute since we did the are we in agreement section, and I don't have any prepared actually for this time either.
Oh, this is right off the dome.
I just wanted to acknowledge that we haven't done that. Also, I will be trying to line up the light in my glasses the whole ep.
This is why you have to do something about this. The whole time you're just gonna be like,
I'll be right
which is
here.
what I do, and we can't have two.
Sorry, I don't want to set these glasses
Have
down.
you
These are
seen
my,
the videos of people making fun of Project Hail Mary, where it's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah,
clips of it,
yeah,
and he's
yeah.
just like got his glasses
It's
like
like he does it on his
he
ear
does this a lot, but
and
then
in his mouth,
but
right?
then
Oh no, wait, under his chin? I don't even know how
he
I.
does it like just like this, and then he does a lot of like this. And then in the poster, they're like this. But
I can't even do
he's
that. My glasses are so tight up on my face like that.
this is around my neck and the top of my ear. This is how he has it in the poster. 'Cause he's upside down.
Okay, anyway, these are my
Wait,
car
what are we
glasses.
just talking about? I like to do this with my glasses.
I don't want to take these off because these are my car glasses, and as anybody knows, you have glasses for your car and for your bag and for your house, and and they need to make it their way back into the car.
Or else she'll never drive again.
Yeah, so
Legally.
I gotta leave them either on my face or with my keys. And even with my keys, there's a chance I'll not grab them with my keys.
I had these big sunglasses that I used for driving, and I would keep them in the car. And I took them out to take them to a festival one time. They never, ever made it back in the car.
Mm.
Now I don't have a car, so it's good because I would have left them in there.
Also, that's what I do this with chapstick as well. I have to have
I do the
chapstick in
same thing. I
all
have
the
I have
places.
in my purse there are two chapsticks, and one of them always stays in the purse, and one of them I like is my extra chapstick.
Hmm.
And I got a pocket chapstick. Usually gets ruined. Usually forget it's in my pocket. Wash it. Now I have chapstick in my pants. Doesn't come out.
I have a car chapstick, a a dresser chapstick, a travel
Hannah
chapstick,
has a
vacation
special
chapstick,
occasions chapstick
special
that I
occasion
have
chapstick.
never seen her use.
Well, listen, I almost bought new chapstick the other day, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I will
I have
I actually
chapstick.
have a good amount. Here's what it is. I'm a I'm a Burt's Bees kind of gal. That's my tried and true. And we were on vacation in California one time, and they had anybody who knows me knows that I love peach. I love everything peach. I love peach color, peach flavor, peach scent,
But
peaches.
she,
I love it
you
so
like
much.
the idea of a peach more than you like a peach, I think.
No, I love a peach, but
No,
it has to be like a good
yeah.
peach. I love everything peaches. And we were in California, and there was peach Burt's Bees chapstick, and I was like, I must. I spent $20 on just peach.
Which okay, I never buy chapstick. I get it for like this is like stocking stuffer kind of like I request chapstick.
Burt's Bees is
Burt's
expensive.
Bees, three for like $10. $10 for three chapsticks? I think spending $1 on one chapstick is already outrageous.
Listen,
But spending $10 on three chapsticks is ridiculous.
I had to. I had to. I held my self back the other day, and I said I won't buy new chapstick because I know I have those peach chapsticks I can dip into and use up.
You know what? I think maybe Danielle might have given it to me. She gave me a bunch of makeup one time, and it's tinted chapstick, chapstick brand tinted chapstick.
Hmm.
This is excellent. It is a little like because it's tinted, I touch my face a lot, and sometimes
Mm,
it'll like smudge, and then I'll touch my face other places,
yeah.
and then it will show up, which is not great, but
See the
that's pretty good.
the chapsticks that are like
Hello.
the chapsticks that are like cheap, like I've had some like Reese's chapstick or some like hot chocolate Christmas chapsticks. Those, do you see what's going on here?
Yeah, I've been looking at that.
Anyway,
I wasn't gonna say anything.
those chapsticks, like sometimes they have a color. Like the hot chocolate
Yeah,
chapstick
with a
was
Tootsie
like
Roll.
brown because it was chocolate. Those ones are like the travel chapsticks because
For
if they get
emergencies.
lost, it's fine. Totally fine, honestly. Anyway, this episode's not about chapstick.
You know what I do? Like, people use Vaseline as like chapstick.
No.
I do that when I go to bed because then I'm like, because then Vaseline gets everywhere. And I'm like, I won't touch my face if it's covered in Vaseline,
Sure.
which works. It does work.
Okay,
This is unprompted.
no, we're getting off chapstick, but I do have something else to say. Um,
About Vaseline.
no. We have been chatting about Spider-Man
Always.
and how we need to prep for a brand new day.
I have not been doing that.
I knew that. I've been prepped. I've been prepping. And because I've been prepping, watching the MCU movies, I was like, these are actually pretty solid. These are pretty good. And so now I'm in a full MCU chronological rewatch.
That's my roommates are doing that right now.
Oof.
But they're not they're the idea was, and I heard this whole discussion. They were like, we're gonna watch all of the movies, right? Every movie, and then they were like, we don't need to watch all of the movies. We'll just watch the ones that are necessary. Okay, fine. Most people do that. Maybe you're gonna skip maybe you don't watch Iron Man 3. Like things like that where it's like these are unnecessary for the larger scheme.
Hmm.
I've heard of this. But
Yeah.
then they're like, well, I don't like some of these movies, so maybe we're just gonna skip those ones as well. But they're like, oh, but it doesn't make sense if you skip this one and that whatever. So they're multi like how many movies are 30 something?
Something like that, yeah.
It is now dwindled down to like 8.
No. You can't do that. That's not a
And
MCU rewatch.
all of the Thor movies are included,
Okay.
which I thought was a really weird
I
pick.
think all of the Thor movies get a bad rap. However, um,
But if you're gonna pick 8
yeah.
and
You,
all of them
you can
make
have all
it,
three Thors.
that's crazy to
Four.
me. It's Thor 1 and 2, Ragnarok, Love and Thunder. So half of their picks were Thor.
Crazy. That is actually crazy. But as I'm like, I can't remember the last time I did a full MCU rundown. And so far I'm enjoying it, honestly.
I have never watched all of them. I've never gone I when Infinity War came out, everyone was like, "Let's watch all 22 before we start." I didn't do that. I have watched like Captain America 1 and 2, Iron Man, like first Avengers, that like little mini bits like that.
But I think you need to do this before
But
Doomsday.
I've never have done that. So many that would set me back so far.
You have like you have like half a year
That
more
would
than
take me half a year. I'm
I believe it,
busy watching
actually.
other
I
movies.
believe it honestly, actually.
I've
So
been rewatching
for how long it
but
takes you to
unrelated.
do things for this pod,
The problem is it's homework without consequence with little consequence.
sure.
And that doesn't work well for me.
Sure. I'm yawning so much. Okay, we're gonna
That's unrelated. Here's what we're talking about. We watched Michael today. Just
we are
now.
fresh from the
We
theater.
went straight from the theater to the recording studio to bring us our thoughts. Which I feel like this movie doesn't need a recap.
Wait, okay, remind me at the end of the episode we'll get on IMDb and I will rate it.
Okay, me too. Have not done that.
Yeah.
Usually that I do that, but okay. The movie is Michael Jackson's life from uh Jackson 5 first album to the last Jackson 5 live performance. So it's not
Well,
his whole
plus
life
a concert after, but
plus one concert.
those are semantics.
Plus one concert after.
One song, really.
Yeah. That I they didn't have. Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Okay,
Anyway,
okay.
I thought that I've seen many a biopic. Not many. I've seen a handful of biopics, and most of them are not good. Some of them, one of them is excellent. I can think of no one that's on the level of Elvis, which we kept comparing it to, but that's completely different. But for just general biopic, they typically begin when they're kids and end when they die. And
I
this
thought we would see the death.
we didn't that didn't happen, which was interesting. Was fine.
Yeah.
I thought they showed so many scenes of him like in hospitals with kids or like autographing like little kids. I thought they were gonna bring up the lawsuit uh for when he what was it? Oh, he got a cute like for the when he had the hospital or something.
Okay, here's the other thing. I don't know a ton about Michael Jackson. And honestly, I learned
The children's like
like one thing from this
film.
movie.
I learned
Um,
exactly one thing from this movie.
what was the one thing you learned?
I thought that he quit the Jackson 5 before becoming his Michael Jackson.
Okay. I hadn't even thought. I don't know
I
yes or
thought that
no.
stopped when he was like a kid.
Hmm. I learned that he burned his head.
See, I knew that.
That was about it, all that I learned. Um, but anywho, do we need a rundown?
No, that's why I said I don't.
Okay, okay.
Here, let me just jump straight in because I'm gonna say all my bits because I know we're gonna overlap, but I know you have
Sure.
more.
Do I honestly?
This movie has absolutely no direction. It
Okay.
has no story. When I was talking about comparing it to other biopics, usually they're like, oh, this, it's man versus world. Like, can he succeed? Oh, it's man versus man. I'm fighting against this person who doesn't want me to succeed. Or, oh, I'm struggling between, oh, I wanna be famous, big star, but I want to still like be friends with my friends and like have a family and things like that. None of that was in this movie. This was just a bunch of things that happened to Michael Jackson back to back. Like
Sure.
there was a like they attempted there was a big focus on his dad where he's
Hmm.
like at the beginning they're like showing like oh he's strict like he wants you to succeed all of these things and then throughout the movie they were like you're never gonna like you're always gonna be tied to him things like this never only at the very beginning, in the very first scene, that first area, did the dad ever have any pull at all. Like
Sure. Sure,
there
yeah.
was no it's never oh my gosh, Michael, he's picking between his family or whatever. No. There was never he fires his dad and then he goes home to his dad and then he confronts him and nothing happens. And it was like, "Oh, Michael, he can't speak for himself. Oh my gosh, like that was reoccurring where he's like, I'm gonna have my manager tell him or I'm gonna you have to say it was your idea or whatever." That never has any resolution or leads anywhere. There was maybe
Hmm.
a little bit where at the end of the where he's like, "Oh, and I'm gonna quit," and then the dad's like, "No, you can't quit." That is nothing. That is no point of the. There's no story here at any point. Was it entertaining? Yes. This is a 5 out of 10 movie for me. There was no part that I was like, this is a bad movie. It was like, entertaining the whole time. However, my favorite bits of the movie were when they played whole songs, and it was like mostly it was the music videos, and I was like, man, I probably would enjoy more if I just watched an hour and a half of Michael Jackson music videos. And I was actually thinking, especially during the bit with Thriller, I was like, I know things about the people who made this video
Oh,
that
really?
makes me enjoy it, because I just watched American Werewolf in London, which was the first movie to ever win an Oscar for makeup. And the Michael Jackson watched that movie and got the guy who did the makeup to do his makeup for Thriller, and that's why it was zombies or
Sure.
part of it. But like, I was just thinking about that the whole time. I was like, I'd rather just watch music videos than watch this movie because this movie is nothing. This movie is nothing. The guy whoever played Michael Jackson, we usually watch the credits, but instead we pulled out our phones and immediately started writing notes because we had thoughts to say. Because you know when you go, I'm jumping all over the place, but you watch a movie with a group and then the movie ends and you start talking about the movie. We
Hmm.
don't do that anymore at all.
Sometimes, a little bit
So
sometimes.
usually it's like I'm not gonna say this in the pod, so I'll say it to you right now.
Hmm.
Which is why I feel like this is a main one of the
Well,
reasons why we
okay,
started it is
I
because of
feel
the
like
stuff that we
we
did.
do if it's like extremes, good or bad, but like this one I feel like is middle, so like
Yeah.
what were we to say?
It was a move. It was it a movie, and this would have been better as a documentary
Oh, sure.
with lots of CGI.
CGI
There
monkey.
was an incredible amount of CGI. There was CGI backgrounds, there was CGI face, there was CGI lip syncing, there was CGI like
I didn't notice it.
I know I was thinking about that whole especially okay, the lip syncing, there were parts that were not. It was just them singing and the sync was off. I'm
Hmm.
like, who did they get to do the sound for the musical movie that they can't get the singing right?
Sure.
But of course, the guy, but going back, trailing back, the guy
Mm.
who played Michael Jackson, he was actually great.
Mm.
He's a weird character where he's kind of like says weird things or things like that. That would be unbelievable, I think, in other movies, but it is believable in this movie. Maybe it's because all of the other dialogue and actors sucked. But it's like every single scene was just complete cliche. They're like, we need to show that the dad was mean, and we will now do that in a way. We need to show that the mom understood, and we will now do that. We need to say that Michael likes movies, and we will now like every single scene. I was like, they couldn't have done this in like this was not a bad movie. It just was never at any point a good
I was
movie.
gonna say, it sounds like it bothered you a lot more than it
No,
bothered me.
that's what I'm saying. It was not a solid 5 out of 10 movie. I enjoyed it, and would I watch it again? No, I'd watch a different movie. Would I be upset that someone put it on? No. Like it was at no point was it bad. At no point was it good at all.
Okay.
I have other thoughts, but I need you to jump in.
Okay, I resonate with a lot of what you've said. Most notably, like you said, starting with the story. Like
There
there,
was none.
usually in a story you have like
Beginning, middle, end.
beginning, like, and then there's a problem and then resolution. Like there wasn't much of that going on.
No.
And also the ending, like, so the last like bit of the song is he's doing his concert, his solo concert or tour, whatever, a concert in his solo tour, and he's singing the song Bad. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay. He's singing the song Bad, and he sings the song, and then it literally fades to black, and it says his story will continue, but the movie's over.
Which I looked at you immediately
I was
because
like,
I thought there would be something.
Michael Jackson will return in Doomsday. And I was just like, a minute.
I don't think he will come back. I don't think.
He actually very much does not come back. Um,
Spoilers.
so, and I was curious. I wanted to see that,
One of the
actually.
reasons, okay,
Did they do that so they can make a second one?
the second one from when he started his
His
own
solo
thing,
career to his death?
yeah. What is that?
I don't even
I
know.
in 88 to 08.
Did he die in '08? I
It
have
was
no
it was like
information
2006,
about Michael Jackson.
2008. I want to say it was 2008.
I wasn't
Because
like,
then Dad will have a clip. Dad will have lived 2 years with Elvis, and I will have lived 2 years with Michael Jackson.
what?
When Elvis came out, Elvis came out, we watched the movie repeatedly,
Yeah.
and Dad has always said that he felt some kind of like weird pride for having lived at the same time as Elvis.
Okay.
And Elvis died in 77, and Dad was born in 75,
Uh-huh.
and that's why I think that's why if Michael Jackson did not die in 2008, this is why I think he died in 2008
Okay.
because it would have been 2 years for me.
Sure.
Which is that's not relevant.
Yeah.
Just
I also was like, I know Michael Jackson songs, but I was never like a Michael Jackson stan. I don't know information. I can just sing like the big hitters. Other than, but
which is what they played.
yeah, which
They didn't
I
even play
enjoyed.
all. They didn't even play all of the ones that were mega
No,
huge.
but I enjoyed. I would say, like you were saying, it should have been a documentary. This felt like just like a concert movie, which I love a good concert.
I'm here for that.
So I wasn't mad at it, honestly. I did enjoy the songs when they were like you were saying, like when they played the full songs, and also what they do in these kind of movies all the time is they have like montagey bits, where he'll like do the song and he's like making the music and then he's doing this and he's getting famous. I loved all those bits. There were a lot of them. That was basically the whole film was these bits over and over again.
Yeah.
So I did enjoy those. However, the movie did feel long. It's basically 2 hours flat. It did feel long. Like when there was like 30 minutes left to go, I was like kind of looking at my clock.
The worst thing that can happen when you're watching a movie in the theater for the first time is thinking about what am I gonna do after this or what time is it
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
I did this frequently. I checked my watch frequently. I said, "What? We've only been watching this for 45 minutes? What?"
I
The
only checked it once, which is answer it.
okay.
Brother-in-law is calling. He probably wants to use Becca's hot tub.
Todsky,
Becca,
what is
thanks for
up?
the
Yeah,
long
probably
time
so.
no speak to.
Oh, I can't hear this.
I talked to you yesterday.
Are you at your casa right now?
I am not.
Freak, where are you at?
Frick. I'm hanging out with Hannah.
It's at Hannah's
Oh
casa.
shoot. For Hannah's?
Mm-hmm.
Does Hannah maybe like go in a hot tub?
So unfortunately, Todd, we're actually in the middle of pod right now.
You've been pranked. You've
Oh,
been
for real?
recorded.
You're on the pod.
So I'm on the pod right now?
Yeah.
Right now.
What thoughts about Michael Jackson do you have?
Please tell us
Um,
everything.
so I've heard a lot of bad things about Michael Jackson. And he just talks with a really high voice, which kind of makes me uncomfortable.
That did happen
Okay.
in this movie.
Sure.
Makes
But
you
other
uncomfortable.
than that, like, yeah, they didn't watch it. Ask me to name like 3 songs. Oh no, let's do 5.
Okay, name 5 songs.
And Are You Okay?
That's
Smooth
not what it's
Criminal.
called.
Not what it's
Those are the same. Smooth Criminal and Any Are You Okay
Ha!
are the same song.
Frick, alright. So we
That's
got
one.
one. Smooth Criminal.
Hmm.
Um, I'm Bad. Like, 'cause I'm bad. You know one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
We
movie
got.
in this movie.
I was waiting
I'm
for it.
running low. We got. I'm trying to think of all the Weird Al songs so I can like do it kind of retroactively.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Especially when he was talking in the hospital, he's like, I'm gonna make a change for once in my life."
Thriller, yeah.
Thriller.
Anyway, he's good. I feel like I kind of missed the. So,
Okay.
You moved the bar from 3 to 5, and then didn't get 5, and you were like, that's okay.
I gave 2. I think. Oh no, I gave 3.
Yeah, you
So
gave 3.
yeah.
Okay, well,
What time's the pod over? Do you think?
I don't know. Can we call you back?
Oh sure, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye guys. Have a good pod.
Okay, bye. I
Still there?
hope you guys could hear that, honestly.
That was a good chat.
Oh,
A good
anyway,
cameo.
what were we talking about?
Mm,
Doesn't matter. Um, I'll just go on to say that Miles Teller's wig in this movie made me absolutely furious,
I agree.
especially in his first scene. He had a different wig than the rest of the movie. That one was actually rageful. That one I saw in the trailer and I was like, that's hideous. That's absolutely hideous. But it was a different wig in all of his other scenes. And that one was slightly better, but still bad.
I would
Um,
like to add that I did not know he was. I saw him in the trailer, but other than that, like because of who's playing him, and he was in the trailer. I was thinking he's gonna be a prominent feature. They made a really big deal about the scene where he gets introduced, and Michael's like, "I'll pick you. You're my guy." Like all this stuff, and like it's you. You're whatever.
mhm.
They could have cut him out. You don't need him. There's no plot, so you don't need anybody.
There was
But like
actually
you don't need he didn't wasn't in it.
there was actually a good amount of people in this movie that I full on recognized, and I was like, I know him from somewhere, but I could not tell you from where I know him. Um, there was I don't even know his character name in the movie. It was like not he's not part of the family. He's his friend.
The security guy.
No, not the security guy. He's the one who originally was like, "Oh, you want to do a solo album? What are you gonna tell your dad?" That guy. He like
Is that not this is he just drives
no,
around.
no, no, no. The first time he was like, "I want to do a solo album, not a solo tour, solo album."
When else is this guy in the movie?
He's in it periodically. Like honestly, and I was like, I know this guy from somewhere. I absolutely know him from somewhere, but I can't place it. And so I'm gonna be thinking about that for a minute.
Okay, well I'm gonna pull up my notes again and then jump right
Sure,
in.
sure.
Um, let's see. I already talked a little bit about there was a lot of CGI in this movie. I really want to know what the budget was
Okay.
because I feel like whatever it was, they didn't need to do that.
I only noticed CGI monkey.
CGI animals, there was some CGI, well, like I
Oh, found it.
nose and
Literally
stuff like
found him.
that.
He's in How to Get Away with Murder.
Which guy? Who does he play?
This guy.
Oh,
He's this guy in the white bucket hat.
the mixer dude.
No, he wasn't. Well, One of them. Anyway, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
not the, but
Yeah, yeah.
he was talking to him.
Yeah. I was thinking about that every
There
time he was on
was,
screen.
okay, so the beginning is when he's a kid. It's in the 60s, the late 60s. And later this happens a lot. I thought was good, not good, but there was really in your face, like we're using 60s ice cream scoopers and there's 60s toys lying about perfectly placed so that they're in the screen. And there's a lot of Mickey Mouse. That I didn't feel was that off because I feel like that's like fitting because
Vibe, you know?
Michael, like he's got lots of toys and things.
Yeah.
But like there were things where it's like, I will now give you the ice cream with the label facing, and we're now gonna hold up the 60s whatever. I will now sit in the pool with my 60s floater, and I guess it was 70s, but like it felt. I don't know if it's because the rest of the movie was nothing that I noticed this a lot, but I was like, these are very clearly old things I get like fitting of the times or like when they did concerts and what they were wearing, especially when they did like the state fair stuff. I enjoyed that. I'm bringing this up, but I didn't dislike it and I didn't like it. So that's what I feel about the movie. uh
Sure, yeah.
this is a 5 out of 10 movie if ever I seen one. I can literally not compare my
You feel?
the level of that I don't feel for
I
this
feel
movie.
anger coming off you.
No, it's 5 out of 10.
Okay, sure.
It's yeah. It was
You told me to bring up the fact that you went to the bathroom during this movie.
okay. I was strategically planning this. I was waiting for a moment because I usually don't ever leave in a movie, right?
Hmm.
This happens. Michael burns his head. His whatever. His mom comes and talks to him, and I go, nothing is gonna happen in this scene. Have 1 minute to go to the bathroom. You know why I knew nothing was gonna happen in this scene? Because nothing built up to the scene and nothing came out after it. Because I read there was nothing going on in this movie, and they were just framing it
You
this.
were extremely fast.
Yeah,
I was like, didn't know.
I
You
said
just got up and
I
left.
got 1 minute to go to the
So I was like,
bathroom.
oh, she's probably going to the bathroom. But then you came back so quick. I was like, there's no way she went to the
I
bathroom.
did, I did. I even have to wait for a lady because she was messing with the soap.
Wow.
So
Okay. Yeah. I will say, Michael Jackson, like I was saying, like not really on my radar. Um, but now he kind of is. Now he is a little
before the
bit.
movie started, we watched the trailers, and Hannah goes, "You think this movie will make me like Michael Jackson?"
I don't dislike Michael Jackson, but no, I don't have any of his songs on my playlist. I just know the
Not a
big
single
hitters.
no Michael Jackson.
No,
I've got quite a
not
few
even
thoughts.
Thriller, honestly.
Really?
Um, maybe I will. Maybe I will add now. I was also thinking though, it reminded me of Elvis a lot because of the way that they were showing like his rise to fame, of like people like when he was doing the Jackson 5 concert, like people were like fainting in the crowd, and like they did that in Elvis too. They were like they'd never seen this before, and I was thinking like there's nobody really nowadays that is that's like that, you know? So I did think like that is cool to see because I never got to experience that. But yes, Becca,
Okay.
you have thoughts?
This is this is gonna relate to the tail end of a thought that is very long that I'm gonna start off with.
Okay, sure.
Which starts off with at the end of the movie, you went to the bathroom and I sat in the foyer area where people
Mm-hmm.
wait in line and there was nobody. We've been to movies all this time. We had a group of people that were in front of us when we were buying popcorn before we went in. I was like, this is the most people we've seen. This is more people than Scream, or there was a lot of people for Project Hail Mary. And I sat down and there was literally nobody left because everybody who had come it was in the movie that we were and they left before us.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, and I looked at all the things that were around and all the posters that were going on, and I thought, cinema is dead. This movie was a fight. This had nothing to do with this movie. Well, that's not exactly true, but I was thinking this.
Okay.
And then I was thinking this as a larger thing for like art, I guess. And I was started to think about music as well. I was like, there's the same thing. Whereas like there's no what am I trying to say? Skip to the end bit. I'm agreeing with you that there's nobody that I'm like this is a crazy talented person who deserves to be famous making music or making movies or making
Mm-hmm.
whatever that is currently making things now.
Yeah. I was thinking about it and I was like, honestly, like, is the closest thing we have today, like Taylor Swift. Like, people are like, Taylor, Taylor. Like,
Which I don't.
but before that, I think it was like One Direction was like the last mega swoon worthy, like, people are like full blown. I think it has a lot to do with the times, like people just aren't doing this anymore. Like I'm saying, like the fans,
I
and
feel
people are going, like people get famous all the time now. So there isn't like one Michael Jackson, one Elvis, one the Beatles. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to get like too not political. That's not what I mean. But I'm like I feel like with it has to do with social media. And I was thinking about it on the way home about AI, but that's not exactly about what I'm talking about. Like, there's just a massive wave of small, and by small I mean either physically short, small amount of time, or like low effort or bad or things like content that is out there, like movies and TV shows and I guess not TV shows, but like music and things like this where you have to like wade through a pile of nothing and people are content with their nothing to consume. Do you get what I'm saying? And this is too broad of a topic that I'm
Yeah.
talking about, but I'm like, I think I'm just upset. We have no, I just want more. I'm gonna quit school and start a band right now
Okay.
and make movies and make art and
Sure.
freaking it'll be
Hey,
okay.
I think you should do that. I think you should do that.
You wanna be in my band?
What would I do? I could sing.
Yeah, you're better singer than I am.
I'm on IMDb right now. I'm looking at all the ratings because I was like, do I also think this is a five? But I'm comparing it now to all the other, which big news, guys. This is officially my 100th rated movie on IMDb. Yeah. I was like, do I rate this five? And I'm looking at the other things I have five, and I was like, no, it's better than these fives. And I think it's on par with the other sixes that I have rated.
My other fives.
So,
I think this is it shows you just a little bit when you are about to rate something. Here's my other 5 out of 10s. 21, which I had recently rated this 7 out of 10, and then the other day I was looking through them and I changed it to a 5 out of 10.
really,
Having not rewatched the movie,
I
but
really
I
liked
told you I
21.
was going. I know you really like 21, but I told you I was going through and I was like maybe my 9 out of 10s are 10 out of 10s and my 8 out of 10s are half and half. And so I was just looking through and I was like
See,
21 is one that I think is a it was 7 and I was like I'll move it to 6 and then I compared to my sixes and I moved it to 5.
I'm now thinking like some of these, do I need to lower? Like The Housemaid, does that, that's a six. I think I'm gonna put it
But
at a five.
other titles I rated 5 out of 10. Over the Hedge, which I did like, but also Ghostbusters Afterlife, which I really much did not like.
Sure.
I think that's maybe a 4. Black Cauldron, that's a 6 out of 10, not a 5 out of 10. Uh, Thunderbolts is 5. That's fine.
hmm Do you think
The-
this is better
This
than The Bride?
um this is interesting because this is a completely just a flat line throughout the whole movie, 5 out of 10. The
hmm
Bride had parts that I really, really enjoyed and parts that I really, really did not like.
So it's like the same.
It's like the same. I think
Okay.
I might have rated The Bride a 6 out of 10, but I think it's like this. I think I like The Bride a little slightly more.
Because I have The Bride at a six,
I
and
would rather watch movies like The Bride
I now have this at a
than
six. I
movies
think
like Michael Jackson.
think we're leaving it.
That just Michael. His name's not. It's not Jackson.
Yeah. I
Which
also have Attack of the Clones at a six.
so.
Same as
I also
Michael.
thought about the title of the movie, where it's usually people will pick the most distinct name to refer somebody by, which is usually their last name. So you'd call Michael Jackson Jackson, right? Which makes more sense. He just doesn't look like Michael to me as well.
Sure.
But since this movie prominently features the other Jacksons, it makes sense that they chose Michael over just Jackson.
Yeah, and also I'm pretty sure the guy who plays him is a relative.
Maybe we didn't watch the credits, but
I know his last name
the
is
the
Jackson.
producers were a handful of them were Jackson.
I'm pretty sure, I don't know, it's gotta be like grandson or something, right?
I
Michael
guess.
Jackson never was married, right?
I don't think so.
Let me do a quick Google on Michael Jackson.
I don't think so.
Michael. Also, Wasn't Michael usually spelled, is it always A-E-L? I always thought it
Yeah.
was E-A. I
No,
don't know,
it's
actually.
spelled the right way.
Michael Jackson. He died in 2009.
So I was close though. Oh, it says
What?
June. I thought it said January.
No,
Whatever.
June.
3 years then. Then maybe Elvis died 1 year later than I think he did.
He was married
So
twice to Lisa Marie Presley. I didn't know that. And Debbie Rowe.
that sounds familiar, but I don't know them.
So, and he has 3 children. Um, Michael Jackson, relation to Jafar Jackson is the guy. Is the son of Michael's brother. So he's his nephew.
I thought he did really well.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. That was good.
And from my recollection, he looked identical. I'll
Yeah.
just say that. Um,
He looked good, sounded good.
yeah.
He didn't do all the dance moves. I
Yeah.
believed him at his lines, even though some of them were ridiculous.
I did like the dance moves. Like I said, like,
I would just want to watch. This is a concert movie.
yeah,
If it was just a concert movie, it'd be great. If it was just
I
a
could
documentary, that'd be
see,
great.
I
But
could
it was just a
see,
list of things that happened.
yeah, like I said, like you either put on all of his music videos or you put on this movie. Like it's the same kind of vibe, honestly. So I could see it being put on and us like just like during like a
Yeah.
gathering.
This is one I feel like,
So
yeah. When you were saying just like a gathering, we have a Kai. I feel like
I thought about Kai during this
when
movie.
movies are played at Mark's house, nobody's watching them. They just
Mhm.
watch scenes of them.
Mm.
And Kai really likes the Michael Jackson movies as well. Which is, I feel like these
We
two things are unrelated.
our younger cousin, he got a Michael Jackson
The Thriller
uh
and
uh the red jacket for Christmas and he was doing all the
yeah.
moves and I was like,
I
so
had to learn
cool.
bits of the Thriller for school.
I've done a Thriller dance for school also.
There's like a line dance, but then also me and friends we did for a competition. We did the same
Yeah,
because we already knew half of it.
crazy. I honestly, I wish I was like, I wish I grew up in our parents' generation because it just seemed like they just had it all.
What do you
They
mean?
didn't have it all, but like things like this, like I was saying, like there's
I was
nothing
born in the
really,
wrong decade.
there's not a whole lot. It just, I don't
This is
know.
what I'm saying.
It just feels more me.
low level, low effort, low engagement, mass produced
Yeah.
everything. Which I had another thought because when I was talking about this, when I was talking about that part, I wanted to jump in. There was a thing for Project Hail Mary, and it was a Skittles, whatever. The good movies that are coming out are made by people who should be making movies.
I think
Skittles and Amazon making the movie.
Hey, okay, well, I disagree with you that cinema is dead. I think cinema is alive and well. Honestly, 2026 has been an incredible year for cinema for moi. Obviously there have been some bad ones. Send help. But every year has some bad ones, and this has so far been the least amount of bad ones. And some great
It's
ones.
April.
Yeah, but there's been some great
There have
ones.
been some. Let me rephrase.
Wuthering Heights. Oh, and the best ones are still to come, honestly, for me.
No, I believe it.
Because we've got Spider-Man, The Odyssey, Doomsday. That's a tour. That's a double. That's a double.
But which one are you gonna see on the day of?
Doomsday.
But I'm not. I'll see the other one.
No.
We'll go together and go into separate theaters, and I'll meet you an hour and a half after yours.
Well, I have to watch Dune 1 and 2 first.
That's why but the day it comes out, you will not have seen both of them.
Clayface, I think will be really good. Did you see the trailer for
I
Clayface?
didn't. I thought that was a TV show.
No, it's a body horror.
Interesting.
It's gonna be crazy.
Crazy.
Project Hail Mary, great.
That one was great. This was a great movie.
We do have some like questionable ones also, like the live action Moana,
Yeah.
Toy Story 5. But Hunger Games. I'm very excited for a lot of these. So honestly, yeah, I'm excited.
I think
This was not a bad movie. It's not the greatest in the world though. If you love Michael Jackson, I think you will love this movie. But if you were just like a casual Michael Jackson viewer like us, you're like, okay, sure, sure,
I just want to watch the music videos.
sure, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
so.
And with that, I fear Becca has to let Todd into the hot tub.
Yeah.
So we gotta go.
Bye.
Bye.
Uh,